Hey guys, Manny here. So I wanted to share a little demonstration with you guys today. As I was sitting in church today, I was inspired. This idea came to me, and it spoke to me loud and clear. And I got home, and I knew I had to put this together and do this video for you guys because it spoke to me, and it made me realize that this is an area that I need to focus on, and it made me realize that this is how we are going to find the joy we seek in what we're doing here. So let me first elaborate a little bit. As no matter how long we've been in this business as a coach, I know we all struggle, and I've had many conversations with several of you guys on the elusive balance that we seek, on feeling overwhelmed at times, on feeling like, how much time do I put into the business to make it work, to make it succeed? Or you might feel like you're just spending a lot of time on the business with little return at times, or sometimes neglecting family, sometimes neglecting other areas of your life, and then at the end of the day you just feel burned out, you feel stressed, you feel like, what did I accomplish? And what happens is you're lacking that joy in the business, but what's even worse, it takes away the joy you have as a person. And when you're around your family and doing those things that you're supposed to enjoy, you are lacking in that sparkle because you're drained, because you're feeling frustrated, because you're putting in time and you are neglecting other areas perhaps, or other parts of your life, thinking that maybe you need to put in more time, and so your life becomes imbalanced. I want to tell you first and foremost that it's normal to feel like when you are putting your heart and soul into coaching, into this business, that you're going to feel overwhelmed. It happens to all of us, whether you've been a coach for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, a year, 2 years, or 5 years. Regardless, you're going to feel overwhelmed. That's why balance is so important. You need to be able to set business hours, and you need to be able to follow those business hours every day. If it's an hour a day, it's an hour a day. If it's two, it's two. But at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you have set your business hours and you have stuck to those business hours. And so that is a huge way of helping you ensure that you are not feeling burned out at the end of each day, and that you have concentrated time to focus on your business, and you have time for other important things in your life. Hence my demonstration. I'm very visual, and I wanted to demonstrate the concept of balance in the forms of mason jars. Okay, some of you guys have heard me talk about it in the form of tanks, but for today's demonstration I'm going to use mason jars, and I'm going to use some jelly beans and some Easter eggs. Don't worry, I won't eat them after this. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to get some mason jars out, and starting tomorrow I want you to start putting marbles in each jar. And how do you do that? First, you're going to label your jars. Each jar represents a priority in your life, something that's important to you. Okay? So I'm going to give you my jars. My first jar is God, family, my health, my well-being, my own development, my business, my Beachbody business, serving. I do worship music, I'm in the choir, I serve in my church, and I'm a sociable person. So having, connecting with friends is important to me. So I have 6 jars here that I must balance every single day. So what I want you to do every single day, starting Monday, okay, is take these jars, and whatever your categories, whatever your jars are in your life are, I want each day for a marble to be put in that jar. But the only way you could actually insert a marble in that jar is if you have actually done an activity to nurture that area of your life. And it's going to be an excellent way for you to tell at the end of each day if you are following a balanced plan for your life, or if you are perhaps neglecting some of the jars or areas in your life. What we don't want is, we don't want a whole bunch of this at the end of the week, my business, and a whole bunch of simply 1 marble in each of the other jars. Or we don't want a whole bunch of just this and nothing in all of the other jars. The idea of this demonstration is simply to give us a way of balancing all the priorities and the roles we find important to our lives. So whatever your jars are, I urge you today to find those 5 to 6 priorities or important things in your life. And I want you to get some jars, and I want you to label them with a piece of tape. And I want you to get yourself some marbles or jelly beans or rocks, whatever you want. And starting tomorrow, I want you to make sure that every single day, each of these jars in your life has a marble, a jelly bean deposited in each single one. And if on a day of the week you're looking in your jars and you're seeing one jar is empty, get back on track and start depositing marbles in there. Make sure you spend time with your family. Make sure you spend time with God or your higher power or whatever you believe in. You know, have some peaceful time. Make sure you take time for your fitness and health, your personal development daily. Make sure you take time for your business. Make sure you take time if serving is important to you or volunteering or whatever your priorities are. Make sure you take time for that. If socializing or friends are important to you, take time to connect with someone that day. It doesn't have to be a long time, but just make sure that you meet that priority, that important value in your life, so that at the end of each day, you feel like you have not neglected any area of your life. So, it is up to you how much time you spend on each of these priorities, these jars each day. Everybody's schedule is different. The purpose of this activity is not to tell you how much time to spend on each, but the purpose is to make you aware that you have other roles to play besides just being a business owner and a coach, besides being a wife and a mom or a dad or a brother, sibling, whatever. You have to focus on your health. You have to focus on, other areas that are important to you, or you're gonna feel off kilter. So today, I urge you to please do this activity. And for accountability's sake, I want you to snap a picture each day and post it in the group, showing your jars. And when you have first developed your jars, I want you to post that picture in there so we all see what your categories are. And just make it a point to focus on finding that balance and be honest with yourself. If you are neglecting a jar, do better the next day. So there you go. It's a simple activity. Make these jars all have balance, and you're going to have a lot more joy in your business. You're going to have a lot more joy in all areas of your life, and you're not going to feel off kilter. And when you start feeling off kilter, you're going to know why, and you're going to know which jar needs filling. So, hope this helped you guys, and I look forward to seeing your pictures of your jars, and let's keep each other on track. And remember, balance is key. Thanks.